Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a fantastic day and hoping that you're looking after yourselves and one another, because that's what's really important. In this episode of the Music Den, I'm going to be doing another album ranking, but this is going to be a little different. Seeing as how I posted a video of my Queen album ranking with Peter Kent, and hopefully you guys watched it, 'cause it is quite a long video. We covered just the studio albums, 15 in all. But what I wanted to do with this video was rank my top Queen live albums. Okay, there are 5 in the list, and I wanted to make it a complete set. So I wanted to include this video, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So I put together my list of 5 albums, and so starting at number 5 is Queen Live Magic. Now, what you saw there was the original album, Queen Live Magic, alongside Queen Live at Wembley, 86. Okay, there's an interesting story with this album. What happened was Live Magic was released in 87, I believe around March of 87. I found this at the record store when it came out. I didn't even know it was coming out. So when I saw it, I grabbed it naturally. It was released on Capitol. I was so excited to get it home and listen to it. And this album was recorded on the Magic Tour of 86. This album created a bit of a stir, I guess you'd say controversy. First of all, it was a single disc, and I believe you know how I feel about single live albums. I believe that live albums should be released in their entirety, at least a double album. So released as a single disc, as I said. And some of the songs were edited. For example, Tie Your Mother Down was edited. In the Lap of the Gods Revisited is edited. I don't understand why they did this. There are, I believe, 15. There are 15 tracks on the original album. They also committed, in some people's eyes, the ultimate sin. Side 2 has Bohemian Rhapsody. When I saw the playing time on the back of the cover, I'm like, okay, this is interesting. It was listed at 4:21, 4 minutes, 21 seconds. I thought something's wrong here. Something's going on here. So when I took it home and I listened to it, they removed the entire operatic section from Bohemian Rhapsody altogether. So it goes from the ballad portion to the rock portion, no operatic section whatsoever. So this pissed off a lot of people, myself included. So, and they re-released it in May of 92 as a double disc, full concert, and they reinstated the operatic section on Bohemian Rhapsody. They also do on the second disc an acoustic section with songs like Hello Mary Lou, You're So Square, I Don't Care, songs like that. It's a good album. It's not one I usually go back to, because to me, they're concentrating more on the hits than, say, deeper tracks. And if you know Queen like I do in terms of their previous live recordings, they would usually concentrate more. There would be a mix of the deeper cuts and the hits. So it's for this reason it's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Queen on Fire Live at the Bowl. Which was released in 2004, November 2004. This album, this concert was recorded, I should say, on Queen's Hot Space Tour at Milton Keynes in June of 82. Okay, the first week of June, I believe it was June 6th of 82. Double album, fantastic sound, beautiful. I mean, it has a good combination of songs from the previous albums, such as, Jazz, The Game, and a good mix of tracks from Hot Space. For example, Staying Power on Queen on Fire is just bloody brilliant, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. Also, songs like Action This Day is on there as well. Fat Bomb Girls, they at this point did not sing Brighton Rock in its entirety. They did start incorporating it into a medley where Brian May would take a solo. There is a section where the guitar cuts out and then the guitar comes back in. What happened was when Brian May was going around the stage, his lead came out of his guitar, his plug-in, so they had to plug it back in quickly and keep going. It's a good album. It also features, sorry, I also failed to mention, it features tracks from the Flash Gordon soundtrack. The Hero is the intro on the album. It's really good, really heavy, really hard. And I do go back to it. I also have the DVD of it, but not as often as the ones that are coming up. Coming in at number 3 for me is A Night at the Odeon. Now, this album has a really interesting history. I believe it was released in 2015. That's right. And it was recorded for BBC for the Old Grey Whistle Test in Christmas Eve 1975. What you see on the video, there's a video for this and there's an album. Now, what you see on the video is Queen at the Hammersmith Odeon, Christmas Eve 1975, a live broadcast. They are in their glory. They are in full flight, heavy rocking show, a mixture of stuff from the first album, Keep Yourself Alive, White Queen from Queen 2. They do the medley with Bohemian Rhapsody, Killer Queen, March of the Black Queen. They do all of the, the standard medley tracks that they would play. And it is stellar. It is stellar. I think it's fantastic. This album has been bootlegged over the years many, many times. One version of a bootleg was called Rhapsody in Red. This is the official release of the album. Actually, somebody from Montreal, back in 2001, tell you this quick story, had listed on eBay live albums of Queen that he was going to sell. So this was one of them. So he sent me, it was like $100 I paid him for like 10 CDs. And he sent me a stack of CDs, like yay high, okay, of Queen live bootleg material. And this album was one of them. This is obviously is better quality. They do a killer version of Liar and a fantastic version of Keep Yourself Alive. Musically, sonically, it is fantastic. So, which is why it's at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is At the Rainbow 74. This album came out, it was supposed to come out in 74. Sorry. It was issued in 2014. I actually have the Super Deluxe box set. When this came across my Facebook feed that they were going to release this, I went ballistic. I've always wanted to get concert material from Queen from the 70s, early 70s. I mean, Live Killers had been out for years, obviously, commercially available. But this was done as a bootleg. It was available as a bootleg for years. The video to this, there was a movie that was filmed for this, like a video that was shown in theaters at the time of it was shown in theaters in the UK, I believe, along with a Burt Reynolds movie called The Hustler, I believe. And it was never officially released, either audio or video form. But it was released in 2014 as a super deluxe set. As you can tell from the picture I showed you there, it's Freddie at his opulent best, posing the way he was. And the material was taken. There were two concerts, I should say. Sorry. There were two concerts. One was on March 31st, 1974, on the Queen 2 tour. And the second concert was November of 74 on the Sheer Heart Attack tour. So on the Queen 2 tour, you have songs like, for example, there's a version of the Fairy Fellows Masterstroke, right, from Queen 2 that they shortly stopped playing after this performance. It's brilliant. It is brilliant. It is Queen rocking out. They had said in an interview, Brian May had said that when they were performing early on in their career, they basically had to rely on their deeper cuts because they really didn't have a lot of hits. So you get a good mix of stuff from the first and second album. There's also, I guess you call it a 60s medley near the end of the concert on the first disc. The second disc, again, it is of the Sheer Heart Attack tour at the Rainbow in November of 74. So you get a longer list of tracks, fantastic sounding. Now I'm Here is featured, Stone Cold Crazy, Killer Queen, In the Lap of the Gods, part one, I guess you call it. So it is a fantastic concert. And if you can either get in many formats. You can get an album version on Virgin EMI. You can get a double CD of both shows. You can get the Blu-ray of it. Or if you want to spend the money, which I did, you can get the super deluxe box set where it comes with both CDs of the concerts and the Blu-ray of the show. Plus, you get paraphernalia, you get program, the first official program that's done in like a yellow cover. It is brilliant. The box set, you might need to look for it on Discogs, and you're gonna pay around about $150, depending on the rate of exchange where you buy it from. But it is stellar. It is great. Moving on. Coming in at number 1 is Live Killers. Now, I've said before, I've had this album since I was 11 years old. Okay. There was a student teacher at my grade school named Pamela who had this on cassette. And the only track that she and her boyfriend wanted to really listen to was Bohemian Rhapsody. So they really didn't like the other stuff. So she knew how much of a fan I was of Queen. Actually, everyone knew in my class. But so when she heard that I was a big fan, she told me about the cassette and she gave it to me. And I played the hell out of that cassette. I'm surprised I didn't snap the tape. This is Queen on their 1978 jazz tour, European leg of the tour in Germany, etc., like other UK and Germany. 22 tracks. Starts off with "We Will Rock You," "Let Me Entertain You." Then it goes into the medley of "Death on Two Legs," "Killer Queen," "Bicycle Race," "I'm in Love with My Car," then "Get Down, Make Love," "You're My Best Friend." That's just side one. You know, it's fantastic. It has a fantastic version of "Now I'm Here," which starts off side two, where Freddie Mercury does the call and response with the audience. Okay. Then it goes into Dreamer's Ball. Then Love of My Life, Dreamer's Ball again from Jazz. Fantastic piece of, I guess you call it cod jazz, their version of jazz. Great, great version of it. And I believe that track was recorded in France because Freddie says, merci beaucoup, you know. So the album is great. Then it goes into Love of My Life. Then 39, and side two ends with a blistering version of "Keep Yourself Alive." Side three, "Don't Stop Me Now." Great, great track. That's the first time I heard "Don't Stop Me Now" was on the Live Killers version, so I'm always stuck on that version. Then it follows up with "Spread Your Wings," then a 12-minute plus version of "Brighton Rock" in its entirety. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Side four is starts off with Freddie doing a little intro to Mustafa, then Bohemian Rhapsody. And yes, even though when the operatic section comes in, it's quite low in the mix because of the venue that they were in, it's still a good version for me of this track. Then it goes into "Tie Your Mother Down," then "Sheer Heart Attack." They come out for the encore. "We Will Rock You," and then "We Are the Champions." Okay. Can you tell that I like this album? Really? Really, really? Like, seriously. This album is fan-bloody-tastic. Okay. You can still get it on CD, on Amazon, Discogs, eBay, wherever you can get it. I actually had a copy of it on CD, and some asshole who was staying with me in Toronto stole it from me, along with 100 other CDs that I had. So I finally got a copy of it back, but it took some time. So that is my list. I'll read it off again to you. Number 5, Live at Wembley, Live Magic. Number 4, Queen on Fire, Live with a Bow. Number 5, A Night at the Odeon. Number 3, sorry, I'll start again. Number 5, Live at Wembley, Live Magic. Number 4, Queen on Fire, Live with a Bow. Number 3, A Night at the Odeon. Number 2, At the Rainbow 74. And number 1, Live Killers. Okay, so please, after watching this, if I didn't bore you, leave down there your comments and your list of your favorite Queen albums, and let me know what you think. And also click like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content they've got coming up. I will be doing a couple of videos with Bill Schuster. In the next few weeks, we will be doing a Steely Dan album ranking. I will be doing another video with Bill on the Pink Floyd album ranking, which we've been putting off because Bill's been busy, unavoidably so, and that's fine. I will be doing another video with Peter Kent we'll be having a discussion on Kiss Harder Than Hell. That album, is a bone of contention for some people. I happen to like it myself. But yeah, that's what's coming up. I'm going to be doing a couple of more videos today. I'm going to be posting for next week. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. Please look after yourselves and one another, and forgive my mistake on the listing off the albums. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Hoping you guys are having a good day. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.